Let me see something. Screenshot. That's not it. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Hey, I'm trying to find this shit. Angry Pecho. What's up? What up? What up? What up? Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, man. I just was on here, but I had to get off because I had an error with my live feed. I couldn't see my comments and none of that. But back like we never left. So this one was called Leaving It in the Lost Hands. Because I'm just, I had enough. Um, I ain't gonna re-talk about that again because I already spoke on it. I can't find this that I'm trying to put up on my background for y'all to see. I want y'all to go over to his channel and post underneath one of your videos, Real Stepper. Since he put Mr. Stepper, I want y'all to hashtag Real Stepper and put the laughing emoji after that. Because how you gonna call yourself a real stepper when all you got is videos of puppies and rainbows and shit on your shit? That shit don't even add up. I mean, you want to be calling niggas niggas. I mean, I don't know. But from looking at this picture right here, what type of person would you consider to be running this page? And for those who don't know, I'm just saying this so you know I ain't racist, never been racist. My children are mixed. My wife is white. I love all races. I don't, you feel me? But I'm saying that because what I speak on, I want you to know I got the right to speak on it. I mean, this clown right here, It's probably some bitch ass white boy that live wherever the fuck he live. I ain't gonna lie, yo got a lot of subscribers, but he been on here for years. You feel me? Been on here for years. Like, I don't we ain't gonna do that, Mr. Stepper. He tried to come at me sideways earlier, talking about shit fake. Ain't nothing fake over this side. I done already, you know what I'm saying, explain everything I needed to explain. Cause I done had these type of people come on my platform before. You know what I mean? Some clown came on my show before, and I had to let them know shit is not a game. You feel me? I put the money up close. You can see the serial numbers and all that. I'm not gonna keep putting my money on here. That's crazy. That's hot. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying, my jewelry is definitely real. You feel me? I ain't got no reason to lie. This bitch really ticking. You feel me? Um, yeah, I will be honest. I do use prop money sometimes when I'm doing videos and shit like that. But shit, you got me fucked up, chap. I ain't smoking no damn crack. But yeah, man, you gotta fake it till you make it out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these content creators that y'all follow is using, you know what I'm saying, uh chat EBT, and they buying followers and fake streams and all that shit. Ain't none of my subscribers paid for. Everybody is real people. You can click on their channel and check them out for yourself. You feel me? I ain't buying none of that. I want all my shit to be authentic. Now, how you get your subscribers, that's all on you. If you bait them in on some bullshit, then hey, you did your job. Only thing you supposed to be doing is building your revenue, building your notoriety. That's your job. Get your platform up there by any means necessary. That's what it's about. You feel me? But what I'm doing though, I'm I'm keeping it genuine and 100. Come on, show it, cuz we love you. How much you pay for them cubic zirconiums? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't pay a lot for them. I'm gonna be real, but it's mine. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I got blessed. It's saying my jewelry is my shit. You feel me? Don't hate because it look good on me. But what I'm saying is, all that negative shit, keep that over there. We winning over here. You feel me? Every day my subscribers going up. Even if it's one person, that's one more added to the notch. You feel me? Go look up the YouTube analytics. You know what I'm saying? It's different ways and different scenarios to get your page monetized. You feel me? I'm on a mission to get monetized, and I'm not gonna stop until I get it. You feel me? And that's just what it is. Get the diamonds tester out, or you're a punk. Man, I'm not even paying you no attention. You're gonna be on that list too. You keep it up. Man, I don't even play around with lab grown stones. Man, I don't know about all that, but I do know that, you know what I'm saying, when you start seeing success and you start to get a little bit of notoriety in life period, you're gonna start seeing them bombs, them haters, them shitballs, them motherfuckers that ain't got nothing else better to do but hate on you. You feel me? It's a million other people doing the same thing. Why you ain't on their channel? Why you ain't in their bushes? Cause you a troll. You was made to troll, and that's all you good for. You feel me? Without the trollers, we wouldn't have these type of videos. So y'all do y'all part too. You feel me? Like, yeah, shit real though. I will figure out how to get that motherfucker Mr. Stepper, cause I'm gonna post yo on my YouTube. I'm gonna put his one of his I don't know what to call it, but I screenshot something on his page and I'm gonna post it on my shit so y'all can see. Like, you can't say you're a stepper, but then when you click on your page, you got nothing but puppies on there. Puppies, rainbows, and shit like that.
Please don't scroll. I'm just
I'm done, man. This shit is phony. But yeah. Y'all hashtag Mr. Stepper. You the biggest stepper. And then make sure you put the laughing emojis. He know he's funny. Clown ass nigga, man. And I think he might be racist. Yo, put the nigger in my comment section. And yeah, you don't type the ER. That's what make it not right. You feel me? You could probably be an Uncle Tom. You got some niggas that's you seen Boondocks. Boondocks, the black dude was racist against his own race, didn't even know he was black. Like, people be funny, man. But yeah, I'm checking out this other guy. Go check his page out. Foundation Nation. Older dude. Did some time in the system. I mean, he got a lot of knowledge though, and he gonna tell you some tips to keep you from out of there. Everything we do on this channel is educational. It's for educational based purposes. We don't condone violence. Uh we don't you know we don't advise anybody to do anything that could jeopardize your freedom. So if it's not right, don't do it. This one say he had money on his head. I'm ready to see what this talking about. Yo, my video earlier, I got 11 likes on that joint. I ain't gonna lie. I had a good time. We had a good time though. Yeah, I mean, laugh joke. We had the haters on there popping they shit. Yeah, I mean, we was going back and forth with them though. You know, I had my squad in the building. They was definitely holding it down for a brother. Like, yeah, don't even play with my man. King M on his shit, you feel me? And that's what it is. I'm the same way. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And I ain't gonna let nobody play with you or disrespect your name in front of me or around me. That's how I rock. Always been that way.
What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Court, Tony. Ha! Almost got me. Story time? Yeah, story time. Village storyteller time. You know. So now, hopefully, you don't jump in the comments and like, man, Tune is real. Village storyteller time. Y'all know, y'all with me. But I'm gonna rock with this one, y'all. Y'all gonna like this. We're gonna rock this one out. What's up, y'all? I do what everybody else do too. Look at, oh, I'm at the laundromat. That's mine right there. Got a washing machine dry at the house, but they don't wash them big old giant California King quilts. So I gotta bring them to the laundromat, put them in the big machines, you know? Whew. Let me get my wash on, y'all. I got some stuff on the other side too. I'm out. Peace. We're gonna like this. We're gonna rock this one out, man. We with no further ado, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that comment button for me, y'all. Do that for me. Anyway, let's get right into it, man. We going back to the east side, man. We going back to the east side streets of LA, man. Man, we dealing with a little brother, man, by the name of K9.
All right, real quick before he finish, my man say, man, I don't even play around with lab grown stones. Man, if it look good, fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the item making you look good. It's about you making the item look good. If you gotta go out here and spend $1 million on some fucking jewelry just to feel like you the shit, or feel like some kids in Africa dug the stones out the ground for you, you're a whole clown. You feel me? That energy ain't wanted or needed around here. You feel me? We want people that feel good and look good in their own skin. You feel me? Whether I got my shit from the candy machine or whether I got it from Jacob the jeweler himself, if I like it, I'ma rock it. And I guarantee you I'ma make it look good. You feel me? I do everything to the T. You know that shit is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'ma keep it 100. Like I said, one thing about me over here, I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna keep it raw with you. Like I said, I do use prop money for some videos, but I also got my real money. I done put my money on camera plenty of times. I done put, you know what I'm saying, now the prop money, I'm not gonna put that up on the camera. I think I did, but I'm gonna keep it at 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? We all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's about faking it till you make it. I'm not gonna tell you no bullshit. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna make it in life, you gotta do what you gotta do till you get there. It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. Don't get me wrong. Some things is out of order. Fucking with kids, fucking with playing around with the same sex, and stealing is no right way to do that. But you know what I'm saying. Pretty much anything you want to do in life is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fuck up doing shit because they let the wrong person know. You know what I'm saying? Certain business of yours is your business. That's why it's called your business. It's not meant for Scotty to know about it or Cameron to know about it or Rodney or cousin Dave or nobody. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that you don't feel comfortable about. Now it's the same. They say if you feel ashamed of doing it, you shouldn't be doing it. It's a difference between feeling ashamed and feeling uncomfortable. If you feel ashamed about something, that means you just straight up feel like, yeah, this shit ain't right. What am I doing? I need to step back. This ain't me. If you feel, you know what I'm saying, what I say? I said ashamed and I said uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, it could be because of the time, it could be because of where y'all at, it could be, some stipulations to it. For example, you might not feel like, all right, I'm gonna say this. When I was in my younger days, I did not feel ashamed of running trains on girls, but I did feel uncomfortable with doing it. Why? Because for those who don't know what a train is, that's when more than one person, like if a female is getting a train ran on her, that could go different kinds of ways. It could be either she's getting penetrated, I'm saying, by more than one person at the same exact time. That could be one guy and in the rear end and one guy in the front end. You know what I'm saying? Or let me say that a bit more specific. That could be somebody hitting the, having sex with this girl, you know what I'm saying, um um vaginally, and then somebody else having oral sex with her. So, he might be getting his lollipop licked on, and other he got his lollipop inside, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be two dudes, you know what I'm saying? They both hitting it at the same time, literally double penetration. You know what I'm saying? They got that. DDP. Um, like I say, I don't condone any of that. You know what I'm saying? I had my younger days when I was living that lifestyle and I did do that, and it just didn't feel right. Like that's why this off the record, but I'm saying being a porn star, I always thought, it was a cool job, but it just wasn't for me. Cause doing no, I'm not with doing nothing with another guy right there in this joint out. It ain't that I'm homosexual. It's just I don't feel comfortable. You feel me? Like for one, and I'm just saying this because it really happened. You feel me? And I admit to it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real over here. That's one thing about King and I'm always gonna keep that shit 100. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Actually, I'm sorry, but yeah. So um, it's me and my homeboys. We in high school at the time. You feel me? It's probably like five of us. We all at our home one of our other homeboys. I'ma just say his name, give him a name. His name Dexter. I'm saying Dexter was the weed boy. Everybody knew he was from the hood. He had an older brother that was known for getting in trouble a lot. So he was that that nigga when it come to drugs and just if you wasn't trying to stay in school and you wanted to be a fool, then that was who you fuck with. You feel me? Like Dexter played sports too, but everybody knew he wasn't no college type nigga. Like he was a trapper. When I met Joe, he was living in this. I feel like it was a fucking abandoned house that they found. But what it was because it was him and another nigga. The other nigga, I think that was his people shit. and they had all left and just left him in there. Like shit was weird because the electricity, everything was working in the house. It was just looked like it wasn't nobody in there that really cared about, you know, cleaning up in that motherfucker. Like it was, fast food, trash everywhere, and it just looked crazy. So, um, yeah, my man Dexter, we at his house. We got the little chick. Whole time the chick that they had over there was a little shorty that I used to fuck with years prior to that. But when I was talking to her, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I think I was trying to hit. I was trying to make it the home plate with her, but I don't think it ever got to that point for real because like when I met her, she was in a group home the whole time. I didn't know it. She lied. Her and she was with her homegirls. This, like I said, we was in high school at the time, so this was when we used to go to the mall all the time. Like we would go to the mall every weekend, go to the movies, go to book chicks. Like the mall was where it was at. So this day and time, it's me and my little squad of friends. We did everything together. We meet the little chicks. It's three of them. The one I get, you know what I'm saying? One thing about my stories here, sometimes I use real names, sometimes I use fake names. Depending on the situation, like this situation, it's a thought, which is, excuse my language, basically a female that don't have no respect for herself. She sucking and fucking whatever, and you know what I'm saying, you can hit for pretty much nothing. Like, yeah, um, we never we never did it. I don't think. I think I tried to, but like I said, she was in a group home. One time I snuck over there. I was only in there for like a couple minutes. The people come running back. I had to jump back out the window like it was sleeping. You feel me? So fast forward years later, find out it's Shorty. It's her name Destiny. So I mean, niggas got Destiny in the room. Now I remember when I got over there, you had people on the porch and people in the house. Niggas on the porch, when I got there, I could overhear them talking about how they had the girl in there and how, things was going. Because you had some guys that had already been in there, did them and was done. Then you had other guys that was planning on going in there. Then you had guys that was in and out. You feel me? Which was weird. It was like, go do you until you get done and then roll out. What it was niggas couldn't get right. They was going in there trying to get their shit up. Shit wouldn't get up, so they leave out. Shit was just crazy. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, I took my turn. I went in there, you feel me? I'm trying to do me, but my man's, he was he was cracking it. You know what I'm saying? He had her bent over, you feel me? And I'm trying to just see what the neck game like, but she getting so, you know what I'm saying? She getting hit so hard that she can't even. I'm talking about my man was digging in her guts. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm trying to get my rocks off. I can't because she can't even. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like she was getting fucking nailed to the cross so hard that she couldn't even multitask. She was too busy trying to take that, you know what I'm saying, that baby leg. You feel me? And I had other times too, but that was like the last time I remember agreeing to do something like that. After that, I realized that that wasn't where it was at. You feel me? And then I just didn't feel right. Like I was always the type, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just explaining to y'all different ways to run trains. This is another way you run a train, but this ain't really running a train. But this is what I consider acceptable. You hit, you get done, then I go hit. I get hit, then you'll go hit. You know what I'm saying? We all have our individual time. Not we all in there at the same time. Like, we ain't no porn stars. We ain't getting paid for this shit. So, I'm not looking at you niggas penises. You feel me? Like, fuck no. That shit is not right. I don't care if we bros or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, niggas that did that shit numerous times. But it was like that last time. And then because I knew her, I felt, I ain't gonna lie, it hit me a little bit like, damn, like you made me feel like you was hard to get. Here you is in this bitch letting multiple guys just do whatever to you. Like I lost respect. I had already lost respect for her, but that's when I really lost respect for like females on a degree to where as though if I find out you're a dummy, I can't even look at you with I can't look at you. You feel me? And it ain't nothing personal. It's just it bothers me because I feel like you one of them type of females that'll tell me everything I want to hear, but then when I'm not around, you letting Scotty and all them do whatever they want to you. Like, no, we ain't with that. You feel me? I'll fuck around now. I will catch a charge over that because my heart and feelings ain't to be played with. So, yeah, I forgot why I even said that story. But yeah, that's how that go. You feel me? Shit just be crazy. And I want to say this too. Everybody that be watching my videos and actually listening to what I gotta say, I appreciate you. I respect you. Nothing but love. And I hope that my content is enough to satisfy you so that you keep watching. Because without you, my platform is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all consuming it, watching it, liking it, commenting on it, sharing it, without y'all doing that, nobody would know who I am. Nobody would know nothing about Maid Soldiers. And it wouldn't be nobody for me to be able to say that I helped. Because y'all helped me help y'all. By me getting on here and saying that my videos is being viewed and commenting on, I know somebody's gaining something from this. And that's my whole thing. I just want to give back for all the damage and dirt I did throughout my young life when I was out there getting high. Even when I wasn't out there getting high all the way, I was still doing things like, I realized that even without me, being out there in full blown addiction, I always had addict behaviors. Like I used to steal out my mother's pocketbook. I ain't proud of that, but I mean, it's the truth. When I was a teenager and I had that weed habit, I couldn't afford it. I ain't know nothing about hustling. You feel me? Like I wasn't even, I wasn't doing nothing. Squeeging, talking sense, none of that. I just knew that my mother had what I needed to get what I wanted. I ain't have a job, so I was doing that. Like I said, I'm 16. You feel me? Like I ain't had no real father figure. But now I look back on that, and it's like, wow. Like I would never ever do no shit like that. And I could look back now and say, you know, I'm much better now. You know, Now my mother don't mind leaving her pocketbook around me or giving me her bank card number and stuff like that, cause she know I'm past that. Like it's been so much time done passed, so many years done passed, and it's been times where like my little god sister, she she hit my mother up a few times, like stole money from her, swiped that card, all that type shit, and just going through that with her, and then all the other stuff she had to go through. Me being out the picture with that, it's like, yeah, I'm clearly past that phase in life. If I can help you out with something, I surely will. But me taking something that don't belong to me, definitely don't have to worry about that ever again. Like I made a way in life to where as though I know how to make money without doing shit like that anyway. Just saying, you feel me? But living on a clean life, I find myself not even really needing nobody to loan me nothing because I got my own money. Now that I don't spend it up on drugs, I keep money in my pocket. You feel me? That's what I was saying. Like I do use the prop money too, but I got my own real money. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Y'all heard what I said earlier. Fake it to make it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And that's gonna be my piece of advice that if I ain't tell you nothing else, I told you that.
K9.
Alright, so this video is he had money on his head. I'm ready to let it rock out because I've been talking for real the whole time. And this shit is, I think it's another good one.
It's real. Village storyteller time. Y'all know, y'all with me. But I'm gonna rock with this one, y'all. Y'all gonna like this. We're gonna rock this one out, man. We with no further ado, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that comment button for me, y'all. Do that for me. Anyway, let's get right into it, man. We going back to the east side, man. We going back to the east side streets of LA, man. Man, we dealing with a little brother, man, by the name of K9. K9, man, he got that name, y'all, because K9, he was a dog. When I tell you he was a dog, K9 was a dog in them streets, man. He was about that life every which way you can think of. He was about that life, man. K9, he didn't really run with no certain person. He just ran with whatever homie in the set that he was dealing with at that time. But now K9 was a hustler though, man. He was a real go-getter. Real go-getter. And out of everybody, he would always be the one, somehow, some way, to come up with different schemes, different ways to make some money. And so as K9 got older, he started branching out and dealing with a lot of different dudes. K9 got hooked up with a white one percenter motorcycle gang in LA, man. It was rare because usually these dudes didn't deal with blacks, didn't let blacks into their circle, didn't have nothing to do with blacks, you know what I'm saying? But K9 mouthpiece was so smooth that when he slid up to him, slid up under him, and presented them with the game plan on how they could all get money, they started dealing with K9, man. And for a few years, everything went smooth. Everything went cool. It was no problem, man. They made money. K9 made money. K9 people made money because he spread the love. And everything was going well. K9 started running into a few problems in them streets, y'all. Yeah, he started running into a few problems in the street until his back was up against the wall. K9 needed a lump sum of money. He needed a lump sum of money bad. And the only way he knew that he was going to get that money was to backdoor the white motorcycle gang that he was dealing with. He didn't want to do it, but he was going to do it because he was what? K9, he was a dog, y'all. He was a dog. K9's family life, it wasn't a lot to speak on. It wasn't a lot to speak on, y'all. It was not a lot to speak on. He never knew his father. Father passed away when he was young. Didn't know the circumstances. Had never even seen a picture of it. Had never even seen a picture of him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? His mother didn't like to talk about him at all. Didn't like to talk about him at all. It was a sore point in her life, you know? And every time she looked at him, she would see his father. Anyway, time going on, you know. K9 doing what he do. Now here it is. By the time K9 was 21, 22, he had hit the lick and backdoored the motorcycle gang. They was hot about it. But K9 went missing for a couple of years. They couldn't find him, didn't know where he was. You know, eventually they like, okay. Where K9 had ran off and left the state. He had left out the state, y'all. He ended up getting popped in Arizona. When he ended up getting popped in Arizona, he had drug trafficking charges and a whole lot of other stuff. He tried to fight the case in court. He ended up getting guilty. K9 got sent to the pen. Now, K9 was in the pen for maybe 3-4 years. He didn't have a whole lot of more years to go. And one dude seen him one day. White guy seen him one day. K9 didn't know that this dude was an Arizona member of the motorcycle gang that he had beat out the dope in California. The dude wasn't sure, so, you know, he waited. He put the fillers out, and he put the word out. Word came back from Cali that, yeah, that's him. So the dude let him know, hey, man, this dude is locked up out here with me. He's in Arizona prison. They say, man, he got to go. He got to go. You got to get him. By any means necessary, you got to get this dude. We want him unalived ASAP. Boom. K9 started going through ups and downs. They tried to hit K9 on the yard one day, but the hit didn't go right. Now, the gang that K9 was a part of, they had his back. They did have his back. I will say that. And it was always a problem. Once they found out who K9 was in that system, every prison he went to, every prison he went to, it was drama. It was a problem. It followed him. You know what I'm saying? If the hit was on and they really, really wanted to get this hit down pat. Now, K9, of course, K9 was still in court because when the police stopped him, the procedure that he was supposed to do and supposed to take, he did not do. Even though K9 was guilty, even though K9 had what he had, the police, they have to do they thug thizzle the correct way, or a good lawyer will get you off the case. And he had a very good lawyer because K9 had that money because he had put the beat game down. So the smart lawyer he had was working on it, and he kept telling K9, man, listen, stay out of trouble. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get this case overturned, and I'm gonna get you out of here. So K9 was like, okay, all right, cool. He said, man, but I got a hit on my head in here. They trying to get me. I'm only defending myself. So the lawyer would tell him, well, I understand that you defend yourself. He said, but now, once I get this case overturned, and you got a whole bunch of crazy stuff, if you've been and hurt somebody in here, or you've been and did something wild, you're going to have to stay in here and do that time. So K9 told him, he said, man, I ain't trying to do nothing to nobody. He said, but man, I ain't finna let nobody hurt me. So his lawyer said, okay, I'm gonna get you transferred. He got K9 transferred to another prison. K9 wasn't in that prison a week before the riot kicked off because they tried to hit him. When they tried to hit him, him and the dudes that he was cool with, they got into another riot, another melee. Somehow, some way, word got to the prison officials that the reason why the riot kicked off is because it was a hit on K9 for something he had did on the streets in California. Okay. Round and round it go. They locked K9 up, and they had to ship K9 to a whole nother prison. Now, by this time, K9 knowing, hey, man, you know what? It's going to go down wherever I go. He said, man, I'm in there. I ain't going to let nobody hurt me. I ain't going to let nobody do nothing to me. He said, man, I ain't scary by far. He say, so now, if it go down, it go down. He let all these people know what the demo was. So they know what, man, we ain't finna let nobody hurt you. We ain't finna let nobody do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? If that's how it's going to go, that's how it's going to go. So, boom. About a week or so went by, about a week or two. They knew he was there, and they knew it was coming. So now they had already told K9, look, man, I think it's gonna go down on the yard today. They know you here. They like, what you gonna do? You gonna stay in the cell? K9 like, nah, homie, I ain't standing in no cell. Ain't nothing PC scary about me. I ain't doing no rolling it up, none of that. However it's gonna go, that's just how it's gonna go. But I'm coming to the yard. He like, it was what it was. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's what's up. Man, K9 come to the yard. So it was too. You know when a ride finna jump off. So dude told K9, he say, man, look, you hear it? He say, yeah, I hear it. I can feel it. I feel it in the air. He say, get ready. He said, ride kicked off. Man, it was going down pound for pound. It was kind of a messed up one because the blacks was outnumbered. The whites was coming up. They had brokered a deal with the Mexicans to ride with them. And so this was a chance for whites and the Mexicans to come together and just smash the blacks on the yard because it had already been tension way before K9 had even got there. When K9 get there, that was just like the ding, 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 and they're off. That was the start bell. Man, listen, they going there. Boom, 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 boom. Those who had knives had knives. Those who didn't. Dudes had weight bars, weights. They had everything they could have, man. They was getting into it. Two white dudes, both of them had knives. They had backed K9 up onto the handball wall. K9 fight hard as he could. But they yamming at him. Damn. He had already been cut, stabbed in the arm. He had been cut. and it looked like K9 was going down, y'all. He was going down. Man, a tall, light-skinned brother ran over there. Boom, 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 boom. He dropped one of the dudes. Bang. He grabbed K9 by the shirt. He like, man, get back to back with me. Get back to back with me. K9 got back to back with him. And, man, they was handling their business, man. Boom, 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 boom. K9 didn't know who this dude was. But this dude was bad. This dude was a ninja, y'all. I'm talking about, man, everybody was kung fu fighting. But those kicks was fast as lightning. This brother was getting down. Boom, 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 boom. Man, for some reason, it gave K9. It gave K9 the strength to get out even harder. Man, the police start shooting. Boom, 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 boom. Get down, everybody down. Everybody down on the yard. Everybody down on the yard. They getting down. They getting down. K9 got down. The tall, light-skinned brother got down. K9 looking at him, he like, man, he like, man, thank you. So the tall brother had like a little red like heart on his face. Like it was like a birthmark or something, but it was right here on his face. Stood out bright as day. So he asked K9, he said, young brother, man, you good? You safe? He said, yeah, man, I got some scratches on my arm, but that ain't nothing. He like, yeah, just make it sure. So boom. Now when the goon squad run out there, they start cuffing dudes up, locking dudes up. You know what I'm saying? The administration, they already knew it was going to go down, you know? So now when they got K9 up off the ground, the warden was like, man, take him to Deep Seg. Take him to Deep Seg. Now, Deep Seg is where you go when you ain't finna get no sunlight. This is where you go when you not finna get no sunlight, y'all. And, when they put K9 on the tier, when he got there, got his stuff, he hollering up and down the tier. Ain't nobody else on the tier. So the next day, when he got up for breakfast, boom, police give him his breakfast, single man cell. Police give him his breakfast. They go down the tier. So now, about 10 minutes after he had his breakfast, he hear a voice from the cell next door to him. You know what I'm saying? They got bars. So the dude say, yeah, dude voice said, say, young brother. He said, man, you got to handle this situation. This situation is bad. And he was like, I know, man. But now he said, long as you here, he said, I'm gonna ride with you. He like, man, thank you. So they start talking. So K9 asked, man, where you from? He like, oh man, I'm from a whole nother part of the country, man. You know what I'm saying? So K9 start questioning him, and so the dude start telling me like, well, I don't like to answer all them questions, man. But now the dude start telling him how K9 should change his life and do this and do that, and just get his stuff together. He asked about his mother. He said, you got a mother? Your mother still alive? He like, yeah. He said, man, I don't know my father though. My father died in prison when I was real young. I never met him, never seen a picture of him. He like, you know what? Don't even worry about that part of it. He say that stuff happens, man. It happens. He say, but now, long as you here, he said, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be all right. So K9 was like, cool. So K9 asked him would he want to share stuff with him, and the brother told him he like, no. He said, I'm cool. I got everything I need. He say, but now look. K9 asked him, he said, man, why when the police come on the tier, you always get quiet? He said, man, that's how I do. He said, I'm antisocial. I don't fool with the police, period. So now when the police come on the tier, he like, don't try to hold conversations with me. Don't even trip. He said, don't even worry about it if you don't see him giving me nothing to eat. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm real militant. So K9 was like, yeah. You know what? I'm going to adopt that. I'm going to be militant too, man. You know, I like your style. He like, yeah, just do your thing, young brother. I'm with you. I'm going to always be with you. So K9 was like, cool. So now about 2, 3, 4 more days go by. K9 get the word from his lawyer finally that case had got overturned. Now he got the word He got the word on a Thursday that his case was gonna get over, that his case had got overturned, and that they would be releasing him that coming Monday. He got that word. He's like, cool, cool, cool.
Minutes after eating them, colors get brighter, patterns start crawling on the walls, time stretches like taffy, and your sense of self begins to melt. Your brain is rushed into a state of euphoria, leaving you questioning what's real and what's not. But what happens when you take too much? On a calm Saturday afternoon, a 21-year-old Hispanic man would return home from work and consume an unspecified quantity of shrooms. Shortly after consumption, he started his stepfather and brother would break free of their state. He'd then begin to rub himself against the glass shards on the floor and successfully intervene to stop him from injuring himself any further with the glass shards, and he'd be sat down at a desk that was laying on the desk, stand it upright, and repeatedly smash his head on the sharpened pencil. When he raised his head, he'd reveal that he jabbed the pencil repeatedly into both of his eye sockets. He would stand up again to do something else, but quickly vomited on himself, leaving his family in a state of total panic. Emergency services were called, where they tried desperately to save the young man's life, but unfortunately, they would only get so far. Shrooms are one of the least toxic substances in...
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that. Let me finish this video. I'm definitely gonna do a hot topic. Just to wrap, y'all.
Coming Monday. Days go by. K9 get the word from his lawyer finally that case had got overturned. Now he got the word on a Thursday that his case was gonna get over, that his case had got overturned, and that they would be releasing him that coming Monday. He got that word. He like,
this one gonna be called "He Had Money on His Head."
Like cool. So now he started talking to the brother next to him again, and the brother say, "Man, that's what's up." He say, "Man, you just maintain till Monday." He say, "Man, when you get up out of here," he say, "Man, do me a favor." So K9 told him, he say, "Man, I'll do anything for you,
Hit that
man.
like
You know what I'm
button.
saying? You've been riding with me." He say, "Man, when you get out," he said, "Man, tell your mama you love her. I want you to hug her. I want you to kiss her. And come up out them streets. Come up out them streets. Yeah, you might not be going back to California, but for some reason, somehow, I got a feeling, man, wherever you gonna go, your mother gonna come. Move on with yourself. Find you a whole nother life and do the right thing." So K9 told him, "Man, you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do, man. That's exactly what I'm gonna do." So that was Thursday. Friday go by. Saturday go by. Here comes Sunday. He get a visit out of nowhere. He get a visit. They called him. Oh, they come in his cell. They told him cuff up. He like, "What's up?" He said, "Man, you have a visit." He like, "Who visit?" He say, "Hey man, if you going on it, come on. If you're not, you ain't gotta go on it." Okay. I'm cuffing up. He cuff up. He went to the visiting yard, and it was his mama, man. The whole time he had been down, all this time, she had never came and seen him because she didn't want to see him like that, you know? She never wanted to see him, way to see him, because she knew he was getting out the next day, y'all. So, he was cuffed up. The police was walking. He stopped. He walking slow. The police, it was two police. They had walked in front of him. They were stopped at the gate where the brother was. And he said, "Man, I'm going on this video."
If you posting something in the chat right now, I can't see it. I don't know why it do this sometimes, but yeah, it's not letting me see him right now no more. I would have to start it over, and this episode pretty much a wrap.
And the dude smiled. He like, "Hey man, it's gonna be a good visit for you right here. It's gonna be a good visit for you." He was like, "Man, how you know?" He said, "Man, take my word for it." Some things you just know. And this is something I know. This is going to be a very good visit for you. Now, you got to look at the time. K9 don't know who coming to see him yet. You know? So he like, all right. So now the police stop and holler. What you doing? Man, if you don't bring your crazy butt on, man, come get this visit. Talking to your partner. So K9 like, yeah, all right. He's like, man, I'll holler at you when I come back. He like, okay. Boom. K9 go to his visit. Best visit he ever had. Man, it was, she cried. She was so glad that case had got overturned and that her son was getting out of prison. He was coming home. And she shocked him. She fooled him. She had already moved out of California. She had already moved. Man, she had moved up to Idaho. And that's what she was telling me. She said, baby, when you get out, you ain't going back to Cali. He was like, Mama, well, what about you? She said, baby, I done already moved. She said, I got some place. We're going to start a whole new life together. And she told me, she said, baby, we're going to Idaho. He was like, all right, Mama, cool. So he was telling about that he almost got this time in his last ride. But he told her, he said, man, a dude helped me. Tall, light-skinned dude, he helped me. Say, Mama, this dude was bad. And so his mom was just glad to hear that her son hadn't lost her life and that somebody was in there willing to help him. You know? Like, all right, well, cool. When the visit was over, K9 came back, and when the police cuffed him up on the visit, when they was coming back, instead of them walking him back down to his cell, they uncuffed him at the front gate part where the tier in. They cuffed him up, and they like, man, shoot, you going home tomorrow anyway. You can go back down to the cell. Now the cold thing about it, police can be paid to do a whole lot of stuff. Police can be paid to do a whole lot of stuff, right? Money talk, BS walk. They had paid the police to let somebody in that cell with a knife, and they was waiting on K9 to come back. They was gonna try to unalive him. In fact, this dude here, if the cell door would have opened, he would have unalived him. You know what I'm saying?
Unalive him, okay.
So now as K9 walking, he was finna walk past the dude's his partner's cell. His partner stopped and said, hey. He like, don't go in that cell. He like, huh? He said, man, somebody in there. I'm like, what? He like, man, somebody in there, they got a hit on you. Police let somebody in that cell, man. And if that cell, when that cell door come open, this dude is gonna come out on you with this knife like a Tasmanian devil, man. You don't want it. Don't go. He said, look, go back up to the front. Go back up to the front. He like, man, I ain't no pieces. He said, look, young brother, do what I'm telling you to do. Didn't I tell you I'm going to always have your back? Didn't I tell you I was going to always help you? So K9 was like, yeah. He said, man, go back up to the front and let them know that somebody's in your cell. Don't let your pride make you lose your life. You ain't snitching or nothing like that, man. Don't let your pride make you lose your life. So K9 looked at him. He like, all right. He go back up to the front, and they tell him, go in the cell. They wasn't going to open his cell door until he got to his cell. He go back up front. He tell me, say, man, I can't go in that cell, man. Somebody in that cell. How you know? He like, man, the dude must have seen him. Y'all let him in there or something. Man, my partner in his other cell right here, man. He seen it. He told me. And like, man, ain't no partner in there told you nothing. What are you speaking on? What you talking about? He like, man, my partner seen him, man. I ain't going in that cell. So now the police that had let the dude in the cell, he was long gone. So the other police, they was like, man, go down there and check it out. So they sent 3 police down there. When the cell door opened up, lo and behold, it was a dude in the cell up under the bed with a bone crusher, waiting on K9 to try to take his life because they knew he was leaving that Monday. And this was their last chance to get him, y'all. Their last chance to get him. They end up spraying the dude, macing the dude, get the knife from him, get him up out of there. Boom. They go back up front, and they tell K9, man, you can go back to that cell, man. You out of here in the morning. And so he like, man, did you seen? Yeah. He like, all right. So now K9 come back down the tier, and he go in his cell. So he hollered to his little partner. He say, man, thank you, man. He said, man, how'd you know? He said, man, I told you once, I told you twice. I'm gonna tell you again. I've always got your back. He said, man, yeah, that's what's up. He said, man, you don't never talk to the police. They don't never feed you or none of that. He said, man, they know not to stop at my cell. They know not to stop here. And they know I'm not gonna eat it. I ain't gonna never talk to them. I don't do that. He said, but what I am gonna do is always have your back. So he's like, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So the next morning, they correct his cell, boom, called his last name. Pack it up. You all the way. Pack it up. You all the way. He packed his stuff up, man. Boom. He was leaving. He stopped. He told the tall light-skinned dude, he said, man, I ain't gonna never forget you, man. I ain't gonna never forget you. He said, man, what's your real name? Because the name that K9 had always called him was Bump. B-U-M-P. He would always tell you just call me Bump. So K9, as he say, Bump, man, I'm doing something that you really don't do. He said, but now I need to know, man, what's your real name? And he told me, he said, man, my real name don't even matter, man. As long as you're getting out of here and you go home and you take care of your mama, man, you love your mama to the end of your days. If you do that right there, he said, man, the debt is paid. You do that right there, the debt is paid. K9 told him, man, bet, I got you. Reached to the boys, man, they shook hands. And K9 told him, he said, man, I love you, man. And Bump told him, man, I love you too. Boom. K9 ended up leaving. When he got through the main gate, he stopped. He had a picture that he wanted to give to Bump, and he told the police. He said, man, can you get that to can you get it to L8? So the police looked. He said, man, cell 8 for what? He said, man, I just want my partner to have a picture of me while I'm gone. He said, man, your partner have a picture? He said, man, what are you tripping on, man? Man, just could you give it to him? He said, man, he said, all right. He said, you done went crazy while you was in prison? He said, man, whatever. He said, all right. He ended up leaving. So the police took the picture, just threw it on the ground. Like, man, get him cell. Ain't nobody in cell 8. what he tripping on? Man, listen. K9, he got out. Him and his mother, before they was going to catch a plane to Idaho, in Arizona. She had a hotel room. That they stayed in that night before they left to go to Idaho,